Hola guys, I miss you all so much. I hope everybody's doing okay and not giving their parents a hard time at home. And remember, wash your hands. Wash a lot of times your hands. So I wanted to talk to you guys about last Sunday lessons. Who remembers last Sunday lesson? Well, if you don't remember, last Sunday's lesson was about Palm Sunday. And Palm Sunday was about Jesus entering Jerusalem. And Jesus entered Jerusalem on a donkey. And let me show you a picture. Here is Jesus entering Jerusalem, and all the people were joyful and happy. And they took palm leaves, their clothes, and they laid it on the floor for Jesus to go over to walk on. So the week before the resurrection, before God rose from the dead, is called the Holy Week. And in the Holy Week, a lot of stuff happened that is very important. One of the stuff is Jesus having the last supper or dinner with the disciples. So Passover was celebrated way back with Moses. So the disciples told Jesus, where can we celebrate Passover? So he told them, follow a man who is carrying a water jar. Just walk in the city and follow a man who is carrying a water jar. And see, here's the man, and there's a disciple following the man with the water jar. And he told him, ask at the house he enters if they may meet there. So they did listen to Jesus, and he followed the man, and he asked the people at the house if they can meet over there to have dinner. And yes, they did everything he said, and everything worked out. They entered into a big room and had everything they needed. Everything, the food and the chairs and the tables and everything it needed. And everything was prepared, like Jesus said. And then when Jesus came into the room, he took the bread and told the disciples, this is my bread, like my body. So the bread was Jesus' body. And then he said, I'll let my body be broken for you. And then Jesus lifted up a cup of wine, thanked God for it, and then passed it around to all the disciples so they could share it. Just like how we share the wine in church, in communion. And he said, this wine is like my blood. It will be spilled for many people. What did you think Jesus meant when he said, this is my body that is broken for you, and this is my blood that may be spilled for you? We'll know that later, so keep up. And then later in that evening, Jesus decided to wash the disciples' feet. Why do you think Jesus would do that? He washed everybody's feet like this. All the disciples' feet. You see? And then Jesus said to them, I am your teacher and Lord, and I have washed your feet, he said. You should do the same for each other. Follow my example. You are all equally important because you are all servants of God. So what he meant is that if Jesus, God himself, can be so humble and so grateful he washed the disciples' feet, then we should do the same. We should all be so humble and be a great teacher like he is, because we're all so important for God and we're all servants of God. And the Last Supper was on Thursday, in the Holy Week. Like in the Holy Week, it was Thursday. And then during that supper, Jesus said something. He said, I'll be betrayed. You know what betrayed means? Betrayed means is you trust someone, but then they go around and do something wrong. And what Jesus meant is that somebody is gonna turn him into the Romans' soldiers.
So the next day, on Friday, that's the day Judah sold Jesus for the Jewish people to crucify him. And I'll show you guys picture on the screen for each story I'm telling you. Judah sold Jesus for 30 coins for the Jews. And the Jews were like, how we know this is Jesus? And Judah said, I will kiss him on the cheek to know that's the Jesus or that's the man they're looking for. And I'll show you guys picture. After that, the Jews they asked Jesus, are you the son of God? And Jesus didn't deny it. He said, yes, I am the son of God. So Jesus had to carry like a big cross on his shoulder and walk to a place called Golgotha. And the Jews the Jews put Jesus on the cross and put a big sign above him. It's called Jesus, King of Jews. And Jesus had two men crucified, died on the cross, one on his right and one on his left. And later that day, at night, Jesus' friends wrapped his body in strips of linen. It's like really white clothes, and it's really soft. It's sprinkled with special species, and then they placed the body in the cave tomb. They buried him in a big cave tomb that's never been used. It was like no one buried in that tomb before. And they used a big stone to block the entrance, like a really big stone to block the entrance, to ensure that no one steal Jesus body. I hope you guys like the story. And all this, it happened. We will read that in church this week for the Holy Week. And for the Holy Week, we say a really special hymn. It's called Sok Tati Gom, and we will teach you this after the story. I hope you guys like the story, and thanks so much.
Hi guys, so we're back, and we wanted to teach you a hymn that we say throughout the Holy Week. And it's very easy. You'll catch on real quick. I want you guys to memorize this hymn and say it to your parents, because they're going to be so happy and proud of you. And maybe you can take a video and send it to us, and we can watch you sing it, and we'll be very happy. So here is the words for the hymn. It's very short. Thine is the power, the glory, the blessings, and the majesty forever. Amen. So thine is the power, the glory, the blessings, and the majesty forever. Amen. So thine is 4 things: power, glory, blessings, and majesty forever. Amen. So how about we say this one time all together? So, and Ebeno can sing with us. So, thine is the power, the glory, the blessings, and the majesty forever. Amen. Good job, guys. Now Ebeno was gonna say the hymn in Coptic.
Yes, so guys, it's very easy. So the words will go. Let's review the words first, and we'll go into the hymn. So, Tati Gom, Nimbi O, Nimbi Zmo, Nimbi Amahi, Sha'ine Amin.
See, very short.
Yes. So the hymn will go like Sok Tati Gom, Nimbi O, Nimbi Zmo, Nimbi Amahi, Sha'ine Amin. You wanna guys say with me? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Sok Tati Gom, Nimbi Smo, Nimbi my shine ami sokteti gom nembi o nembizmo nembi amai shine ami. Very easy, right? What about I will say the word one more time for you to catch it and memorize.
How about we say in little parts?
Yes,
Small parts?
yes. So first part will go like sok tati gum. Sok tati gum. Nimbi o.
Nembi o.
Nembes mo nembi ama.
Nembizmo nembi amai.
Shine amin.
Sha'ine amin.
Good job, guys. I really like you sang it with us.
Okay, guys, so sing it one last time in Coptic and then in English and then in Coptic, and that'll be it for today. So let's start with the English. And guys, remember to every time we say thine, we're talking about God, so we have to do a sign of the cross. So thine is the power, the glory, the blessings, and the majesty forever. Amen. Sokteti gom nembi o nembizmo nembi amai shine amin. Good job, guys. We're very, very glad that you watched it this far, and we hope that maybe when you memorize it, you can take a video and make your parents send it to us, and we'll have a lot of gifts when we go back, and a lot of candy.
And make sure you praise that hymn during the Holy Week all week long.
Every day.
Yes.
And we want to make sure you guys remember to your parents mark your journal. So keep praying. And remind your parents, oh, Mama or Baba, I prayed today. So you can mark the journal, because we have a lot of surprises and a lot of presents for when we go back to church. And also remember to memorize the creed. Keep reading it and practice, because practice makes perfect. So, and then when you memorize it and you tell us in the Sunday school class, you get a lot of presents and prizes. And also one last thing, one favor that me and Abhinav ask you is that every time you pray for the church, that may God keep it safe for us, and maybe we can go back to church soon. And yes, so we're very glad to get to talk to you guys. Stay safe, don't give your parents a hard time, and wash your hands. Wash your hands. Okay, guys, bye.
Bye.